Welcome back guys, this is Ashwin here. So this is a part 2 tutorial series for LangChain. In this video we're going to see how to build a classification model with structured output with the help of LLM. So far we have seen how to use LLM and how to format the prompt template using LangChain, but as you have noticed in many applications, the LLM kind of like a random hit. Sometimes when you ask for a specific output, it won't give the specific output, and it might generate additional text which is not applicable for us. So we don't want the additional text. Because of that, we might add additional instructions, or we might have to like give some few short examples, etc. But in this video I'm going to show you how you can build a classification model. Let's say if you have a defined criteria or a finite number of output that you want to predict, we can do that here, and all the output will be in a structured format. So we will make it a clean structure, so the model will format it accordingly, and it will give us a JSON output, something like that. Okay, so for this we have to install LangChain core. So here install modules, pip install LangChain core and LangChain OpenAI. If you didn't install it before, you can install it right now. So after doing the installation, we can import the necessary modules. So import modules from LangChain dot chat models, import init chat model, then from LangChain core dot prompts, import chat prompt template. Then I will use Pydantic to define a class, so that we can define our output classes in that classification class object. So from Pydantic, import base model and field. Okay, all the models have been imported. Now let's define our prompt template. So prompt template equals chat prompt template dot from template of. So here again you can pass like system message and user message. For now I'm going to pass like a single message. So what I'm going to do is I will have like multi-line comments, and I will say extract the desired information from the following input. Only extract the properties mentioned in the classification function. So this function we will define soon, and then we have to pass the input, and here it will be input text. So this will be our prompt template. Then define classification. So classification of base model. So this is for defining the structure. I'm going to extract sentiment and sentiment score for our objective. So it will be like a multi-class classification model. So once you have defined the structure, all the pipeline components will remain the same. You can use this application for any kind of classification, from basic tabular data to image classification as well. So I will define the variable sentiment, which is a string, and it should have the field. Inside the field you can pass the description of what the field is. So here I will say sentiment of the text, and then score will be an integer, and we will create a field description equals the score of the sentiment, where 1 is very negative and 10 is extreme positive. We can also say extreme negative and extreme positive. Okay, so this will be the full classification function which I mentioned before. So let's run this. It didn't show any error. Now let's initialize the model. Initialize the model equals init chat model of model. I'm going to use GPT-4o mini, model provider, OpenAI with structured output. So this is the additional function or argument we are going to pass it here. Here I'm going to pass that classification. Okay, initialize this, then format the prompt input text equals, again the cake is normal, and here prompt equals prompt template dot invoke. It's a dictionary, and we have to call the input text which we passed in the prompt here, and pass the variable which we took the input. So prompt is ready. We can also print the prompt if you need. So it created the human message, as you can see here. Now response equals model dot invoke of prompt, then response dot model dump. So this will give you a dictionary. If you want a dictionary or JSON file in a string, you can just pass it like model dump JSON. For now I just need that dictionary output. Let's run this. Now you can see it automatically defined neutral and the score is 5. And if you want to give a different input, we can also do that. Let's just quickly copy this and copy this as well. The cake is awesome. I'm just changing words for this tutorial purpose, and I'll use different output, string output JSON. So this will be JSON output. Let's run this. Now you can see the sentiment is positive, and we got the score of 9. Based on the sentiment score, it will adjust the score accordingly based on the sentiment in the text. So if it is like extreme positive, it might go up to 10. If it is extreme negative, it might go up to 0. So if you want to have a finer control, we can also do that. Okay, now I'm going to reuse the same prompt template as I defined earlier. So I will just copy this classification again. Finer control. Along with the description and the field value, you can pass the possible values that it can predict. So in this case, I'm going to create a enum which contains multiple values. So we have to pass string values here. So I will have enum of good, normal, and bad. So these are the 3 classes that it can predict to have a finer control. For the score also we can do the same. So comma enum So here we have to have like a integer, and the score starts from 1. So we have to pass all the integers. Even if you miss any numbers means it won't give you that number in the result. I will have it up to 10. So this will be our new classification function. Run this, and we have to initialize the model again. Initialize the model, then we will have this prompt. Okay, I will just remove this JSON. Let's run this. Previously we got positive and 9. Let's see what we are getting now. Now you can see the sentiment changed to good, but the score remains the same as 9. Let me just change this quickly. Let's say I have like a maximum score of 8, just to see if it is following the same structure. Now you can see it just limited the score to 8. So if you want only specific classes or numbers in your output, you can define these possible outputs in the Pydantic model, and you can just pass it as like a structured output. So this will structure the output in the JSON format. So this will be very helpful to build a classification model out of the box, and always get the correct results without getting like additional text like we are using the normal model. So let me just change this back, or we can just leave the same for this example. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. So in this video we have seen how we can granularly control the output of the LLM using this structured output method. If you like this video, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for more videos like this. See you guys in the next video.